What's good, everybody? My name is Cole, and welcome back to another video here on Cole Sports. And today I'm talking about Jahan Dotson, the Washington Commanders, and them selecting Jahan Dotson with the 16th overall pick in the first round in the 2022 NFL Draft. I'm a Washington Commanders fan. I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with the one thing that kind of kicked this off, which was the trade that the Commanders had with the New Orleans Saints. Now the Saints traded up to the 11th pick. They drafted Chris Olave. Now the Commanders traded back, and I knew they probably wanted to trade back in this draft, and they ended up getting pick 16. And then they went ahead and got the third round pick, number 98, and got the fourth rounder, 120, pick 120. So that's a solid trade. I think, you get those mid-round picks, and it seemed like that's kind of what they were hinting, what they were trying to do, because they really felt like lots of the depth in the meat of this draft is obviously through these mid-rounds. The top draft is great, but this draft isn't necessarily top heavy. You're not going to find lots of first-round solid players or first-round talent players in the second round. Now, yes, I do believe some of those guys did fall, but you don't expect that to happen. Okay, you usually expect your first round talent to go in the first round. Some do fall, but for the most part, those guys are going to go up in like the top 10, picks in the second round. So those guys aren't going to really last long unless there's something that we just don't know that's happening with them. Maybe like how we saw Jermaine Johnson's fall. Maybe there's something right there. Maybe there's something that we as fans don't know that happened behind the scenes. Maybe some medicals or anything like that. So with that being said, this isn't a bad trade. I think this is pretty solid. Moving down only 5 picks. And now let's go ahead and talk about the pick of Jahan Dotson. Now, I like this pick. I will say this, that there's a few players I think I would have taken before him. I would have taken Treylon Burks before him, if you obviously saw my top 5 receiver video. And then there's I probably would have taken Daxton Hill. I think, he is one of the better safeties in this draft class. I think he really could have helped out. He really would have worked out next to Cameron Crowell, just as well as Kyle Hamilton would have. So I think those are 2 players I would have really liked, but I like Jahan Dotson here. If you guys liked Chris Olave at 11, I think you'll be fine at Jahan Dotson here at 16, especially with those extra 2 picks that we did get from the New Orleans Saints. So I feel comfortable with Jahan Dotson. Now, he's not the greatest receiver ever, but he is a pretty solid receiver with that being said. Now, Jahan Dotson, he is pretty fast. He's pretty agile. I think he's not necessarily Terry McLaurin, but he reminds me again of Chris Olave. He's going to be a guy who, can break open at times. I think he's very good at attacking zone coverages. He was one of the best at to do that in the Big Ten last year. So I think he'll be very, very good at that, and we should see a lot of potential, a lot of good plays with him there. He's not necessarily, he's not going to beat man coverage all the time, but I think that's something you really can work on, especially with his speed. He's not the most dynamic route runner, but he's solid. He can get the thing, he can get the job done route running. Now, I will say this, he does lack a little physicality. He is 5'11", he is 183, so that is just a little worrying, but I think overall he will be fine with this team, and I can't wait to see him play. Overall, I really do like Jahan Dotson, and I think he can be really dynamic threat in this receiving game. And now, I also want to lead this into Scott Turner. I think this is a make or break year for Scott Turner, because this is the type of receivers I feel like he wants and he needs. With Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Diami Brown, and if he cannot get anything going, he should be gone. I don't care what his relationship is with Ron Rivera or anything like that. He needs to be gone. If he can't get anything going on the offensive playbook, he needs to be gone. This is a make or break year for him. I don't think this is necessarily make or break year for Ron Rivera. I think he could and probably will be here for his full 5 years under his contract. But Scott Turner, this is a make or break year for him 100%. Maybe even Jack Del Rio, but obviously we're not talking defense at this moment. But Scott Turner, these are the type of receivers he wants in his type of scheme, and if he cannot make this work, I don't know what to say. We need a new offensive coordinator ASAP. So I think this will be very interesting to see what happens with the offensive coordinator side. I think Jahan Dotson will be a very good receiver. I mean, he also has really great hands. I think the one clip that did emerge that last night was him with that one-handed catch versus Ohio State, where then after that he just ran into the end zone. So I think he'll be a great receiver overall, and I'm really excited to see him play for the Washington Commanders, as he is the first pick, as we are now the Washington Commanders. So I'm excited for day 2, as I'm recording this, and also day 3. This is where all the fun is. Obviously day 1 is really exciting, but man, this is where you build your championships, and obviously we've seen that with multiple teams, Patriots, so hopefully we'll see what happens. And I'm really excited for day 2 and day 3 of this. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is my thoughts. I think this is a good pick, and if I had to give a grade, I'll give it a B. But if we're including the trade into it, I'll give it a B+. I think trading down and getting Jahan Dotson is so much better than if we just stayed at 16 and say we just had the 16th pick and getting Jahan Dotson, or if we just stayed at 11 and getting Chris Olave or Jahan Dotson. But yes, that's my thought, man. And I'm honestly, let me just say this, I'm devastated that Kyle Hamilton did not fall to 16. I can't believe the Ravens took him. I was in shock. I was in complete shock, and I thought we were going to steal the draft if Kyle Hamilton fell to us. And I thought he was, but he didn't. But overall, I like the Jahan Dotson pick, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I just had to get that out really quick. So, I'm still a little devastated over that. But I'm really excited for Jahan, and I will probably be uploading another video about my top worst picks in this first round. So hopefully you guys see me later. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.